you are trying to engage yourself in the eco-village movement. You are actually engaging yourself in the eco-village movement, and could you tell us why it is so important, if it is?
Certainly it is important. Eco-villages are, I think, the necessity of the time. I have visited various farm communities around the world, more or less successful communities. One of the features of the more successful ones is that they focus on this notion of the eco-village. I think it's obvious to anyone with a little thoughtfulness that the way the world is going as it is now in terms of the economic development does not have a future, that it's more or less a disease condition, and disease, unless it's dealt with, unless it's attended to in a serious way, it will lead to death. And there's a feeling that the whole planet is threatened. Some people say this is an overly apocalyptic vision, that to think everything is going to fall apart. But I think even the most mainstream sort of people understand that for the world to go on in some sustainable fashion into the not just distant future, but relatively immediate future, there have to be drastic changes. And unless some people go beyond the step of simply talking about the problems and talking about solutions into really becoming the solution, there will not be examples for other people who are more hesitant to make the necessary changes. So one thing that inspires me about the eco-village concept and movement is that we see initially as a very small, minuscule number, but nonetheless significant, people who are committing themselves, yes, I need to live, I need to change my way of life in a radical way. I want to live in such a way that that where I live is not simply being damaged, that I'm able to live peacefully with nature and with a society of like-minded people. And when any success comes from that, that has a huge effect in terms of how other people in the greater society may think. They see, oh, here's something that works, so maybe it's possible also that we be involved. And one thing leads to another. There can be very significant changes in the world. So good things can start in a small way.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.